Hello everyone, this is Akupa from Newcastle Buddhist Centre. Today I'm going to be talking about the Metta Bhavana meditation, the cultivation of loving kindness. So I'm introducing this as part of our regular Monday night introductory class for those of you who are following that. So what we're doing in the Metta Bhavana meditation is cultivating a basic attitude of loving kindness. The word is metta, and this isn't just loving kindness in the ordinary sense. It's a profound attitude or orientation, a sense of solidarity for ourselves and for other people. It's not about trying to like everybody. It's not about trying to approve of everybody. It's in a way, regardless of whether we like them or not, having a profound sense of wishing them well. Is that the Metta Bhavana liberates us into being oriented to other people. And according to the Buddha's teachings, that's what we need. That's profoundly liberating for ourselves. To the extent that we're kind of bound up in ourselves, then we're not liberated, we're kind of limited. At the end of this video, there'll be a link to a 10-minute video led through practice of the Metta Bhavana. For now, I'll just describe the practice of what we actually do. So it's a meditation just like any other meditation. You sit in meditation posture, close your eyes or half close your eyes. Give yourself a bit of time to settle into the posture, to deal with any obvious distractions. Focus on your body, focus on how you are at that moment. Then the practice itself consists of 5 stages. So what we're doing in each stage is just cultivating a heartfelt attitude, orientation of loving kindness. So in the first stage, we do that for ourselves. Very important to begin with ourselves. Classically, you can use a phrase like, may I be well, may I be happy, may I be free from suffering. Just allow that phrase to, as it were, percolate into your being. Perhaps, just say it quietly in your head every few seconds, and then just let the words percolate until something of the meaning of those words actually becomes felt. It actually feels like something stirring in your heart, as it were. Yes, may I be well, may I be happy, may I be free from suffering. So when that heartfelt sense of kindness to yourself arises, just see if you're able to stay with it. So in the Metta Bhavana meditation, just like any other meditation, we might be prone to distraction, either internal distraction or external distraction. That's okay. We just come back. If we find that we've been distracted, we just come back to the practice, come back to that heartfelt well-wishing towards ourselves. Now in the second stage, it's very similar, but this time we're bringing to mind a good friend. It doesn't matter too much, just choose somebody who you feel fairly uncomplicatedly friendly towards. And then just bring the thought to mind in a similar way. May they be well, may they be happy, may they be free from suffering. And again, there's just that sort of subtle waiting for a heartfelt response to come on the back of those words. You might actually picture your friend. You might actually or just have a sense of them being physically present, or a particular memory of them, or a memory of them in a happy place, as it were. Just use your imagination. Think about what would it mean for your friend to be deeply happy, even happier than they might already be. And once you've got a sense of that, just think, well, may it be so, may it be so. So again, we sit with that for a few minutes. Then in the third stage, just let the good friend fade into the background for now. In the third stage, we bring to mind somebody who's neutral to us. So it might just be somebody who we see around, perhaps somebody who works nearby, if you're still at work, perhaps someone in the corner shop, a neighbour, someone you see around, but perhaps you don't know them very well, perhaps you don't have a particular kind of liking or disliking for them. May he, she, they be well, may they be happy, may they be free from suffering. So for this one, you might need to use a bit more imagination because we don't necessarily know the person so well. So you might just have to take a moment to reflect that, gosh, just like me, they're a human being. They've got hopes, they've got fears, they've got people they love, people who love them. So reflecting on that, perhaps just a natural sense of solidarity, of well-wishing emerges. In the fourth stage, it gets a little bit more challenging in that we're bringing to mind what's sometimes called the enemy, somebody who we're finding difficult at the moment. So to begin with, perhaps don't choose an arch enemy if you have such a thing. You might just bring to mind somebody who you're finding difficult right now. It might be somebody who's just irritating you a little bit. So bring them to mind as a person. Again, try and it's not about brushing under the carpet any objective difficulties that there are going on, but it is seeing beyond those to the fact that this, whatever's going on, this is a human being. This is somebody experiencing life, somebody with the same range of ability to feel pleasure, pain, happiness, distress, and so on. And again, just trying to stay with that sense of them as a human being, allowing a sense of kindness, a sense of solidarity, well-wishing to arise. And then just, once you've done that, just doing what you need to do, using your imagination, persistent, gentle effort, just to keep that going. Then we move into the fifth stage of the Metta Bhavana. And what we're doing in the fifth stage is to extend a sense of well-wishing more and more widely. But first of all, we just sort of take stock with how far we've got. We might bring to mind ourselves, a friend, the neutral person that we find difficult. Hopefully by then we've kind of contacted some source of loving kindness in ourselves, some source of kindness that is unconditional, a quality of kindness that isn't about what you get back from that person, but is just on the basis of them being a person. Perhaps by now we've got some sense of how that feels. So that's what we're trying to take stock of at this point. And then really just seeing how far you can take that out. Bring more and more people to mind. Different ways of doing that. One is just to start with people who are nearby, those people within earshot in the street outside, next door, and go out in wider and wider circles. The point is just to bring more and more people to mind. By that time, by the time we've done this, in a way we've worked a little bit on our own tendencies towards attraction to other people, or towards a kind of apathy towards other people, or towards an aversion to other people. Hopefully to some extent they're in the background. And with those having gone to some extent, in a way that just leaves leaves us able to just experience uncomplicated kindness to others, and we can just, as it were, let that range free. You might even get as far as having a sense of everyone in the world, all beings in the world. Again, with that basic heartfelt wish, you know, as far as it's down to me, may they be well, may they not come to any harm, may they be well, may they be free from suffering. Then we bring the practice to an end. Just do that gently, relax your effort, don't be in too much of a rush to go on to the next thing. So you'll see by now, perhaps somewhere at the top of the screen on that side or that side, there'll be a link to Bodhipaksha's led meditation. So do give that a try, and if you're inclined to try to do that every day, mornings are a good time. And just see how it goes, see how that can help you from day to day. Not just you, but other people as well. So thank you for watching. I hope that's been of help. And take care, everybody. See you soon. Bye-bye.